Alright guys, why is that changing colors like that? That's my hand. That's weird. Okay, well, I can see myself in my eyeball. Okay, well, anyways, I would like to remind everyone of my cats again. Anakin, Snowball, Snowflake, Dexter, and Simba. If you guys see them, let me know. That is if you live in the clean area. So yeah. And now, onto the video. And we're back. So BatWoman, the first episode I give like a 7 out of 10. It's not that bad. It's quite good. It's just kind of boring in some areas. The ending is really good. The beginning is pretty good. And all of the Batman stuff was just awesome. Oh. Makes me want a Batman TV show, to be honest with you, but you know, whatever. We don't need it. I want it, but we don't need it. So yeah, a Batman TV show would be amazing. They're gonna have dizziness. It's a thing. Or BatWoman TV show is gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a few interesting things. First of all, Alice is apparently Batwoman's sister, whereas usually it's Jervis Tetch's sister. Jervis Tetch, of course, is the Mad Hatter. It's all a reference to Alice in Wonderland. You have the Mad Hatter and Alice and bunnies and rabbit holes. Sorry, I don't know where that sudden hatred came from. Expect me to be redoing the Arkham series pretty soon. After I finish up Arkham Knight, because actually I don't think I did that. Maybe I should just do highlights of the Arkham series instead, because I've done those a few times. And I'm going to do them again. But I'm going to just... I have Injustice 1 and Injustice 2 going to be redone. Because I recently played through Injustice 1, I think, on here. But I haven't uploaded them yet. I did the bad ending, so that way I would have a reason to go back to the first game. And then do the good ending on the second game. But I don't think I've uploaded any of the story stuff. Just that these guys have a bunch of cool Batmen. And then recently I started doing the Injustice 1 playthrough. So that will go up like 2 months after the... That will start to go up like 2 months after the Injustice 2 playthrough goes up. If I even did one. I'm not 100% sure. If I recorded it, I mean. I know for damn sure I played it, but I don't know if I recorded it. So... Anyways, Jervis Tetch, he's not present. Alice is... We find out that Batman tried to save Kate Kane, whoever the hell Alice was, and their mother. But their mother is dead. The Joker killed them by ramming them off the road. But, interestingly, I even said this to my dad as it was happening, like... The Joker did that? That doesn't sound very Joker-like. Because, like, at the end, when they go, like, throughout the episode, you see, like, a few scenes with Batman. But then there's, like, an extended version of those scenes. I think my cat is pissed off. Asher, not the other ones. Yep, he's pissed off. But, You see, like, so you see this one Batman scene, then you see the next one, like, halfway through the episode, but then right at the end, Kate Kane is reading newspapers in the Batcave, and she sees all of this stuff, and one of the newspapers said that the Joker was responsible, and I'm like, that doesn't sound very Joker-like. And then I immediately came to the thing like, oh, it could be a distraction, or it could be a henchman. But otherwise, I was like, that's not the Joker. Of all the ways for the Joker to kill someone, a car wreck? I'll be right back. Yeah, this Batwoman show has a lot of promise, but there were too many boring parts, and some of the actors and actresses weren't doing great in the show. I'm not going to name names, because I don't know those names. I don't even remember what the characters' names were, so... Kate Kane's father was one of such characters, though, that actors that wasn't so good. But the love interest wasn't that great either. And honestly, during some of it, I felt nothing. I felt bored. But that's the problem with pilots. We saw this with Arrow. Not even Stephen Amell was doing that good in the pilot. And then, weirdly, we had seen Grant Gustin, Carlos Valdez, and Danielle Panabaker on Arrow Season 2. But if you go watch the first 3 episodes of The Flash, they have terrible acting. And Tom Cavanaugh is the worst of them. Even though, technically, he didn't have a chance to prove himself by that point. So, he was probably just kind of getting better. So, I believe they can get better. I believe you keep doing something, you're going to get better at it. Unless you just don't care and you're not trying that much, in which case you're only going to get worse. But I think these actors and actresses have time to improve. They don't need to stop having that character appear. They don't need to minimize appearances. They don't need to recast. They just need to, try to improve. Yeah. But yeah, seriously, go watch The Flash. The acting through the entire thing, with the exception of Joe West, and Candace Patton, actually, those exceptions, or with those exceptions, they were terrible at acting in that episode. So, give Batwoman some time to improve, because I don't even think she was nearly as good as she was during Elseworlds. Interestingly, though, Elseworlds, or this takes place before Elseworlds. I think that's a good decision, but most people don't. Because I'm not all that familiar with Batwoman. People are like, oh, well, they're doing what Spider-Man Homecoming did. They're introducing it without giving the origin. That works for Spider-Man. We've seen his origin like 5,000 times. This is Batwoman's first live-action appearance. First time, and she seems to have a different origin story than most of these characters, and we still haven't fully elaborated on it. We get the gist of it, but unlike Batman, I can't buy that the death of her family is why she's doing this. I think there's more to it than that. With Batman, oh, well, guy killed my parents, it works for me. I can believe it with Batman, but with Batwoman, it feels like there's something more, so I'm interested to see. And with everything else, it's just to be seen, I guess. So, I'm eager to see what we're gonna see with this show. Hopefully, more Batman. Dude, if they occasionally pull what Arrow Season 7 did, where like the one episode that's entirely in the future, if they pull episodes that are entirely in the past that focus on Batman, that would be great. But honestly, that would take away from the show, I think. I could see maybe them doing one episode and it's important for the plot. But them doing like 4 Batman episodes over the course of 5 seasons, that would not be great. Like, what I'm saying is, you're going to have to space them out a lot more than that. Like, I'm saying like 5 episodes total, and somehow they're scattered in those seasons. Like, it's not 5 episodes per season, it's 5 episodes over the course of over the course of 5 seasons, That would be cool, but really, we just need a Batman TV show. I do think doing it at this moment, because the show still needs to prove itself. Not to me, I'm very confident that the show is good. But people seem to take every quote they can out of context just to complain about it. Like, the batsuit thing, it'll be perfect when it fits a woman. She can't use the batsuit. She can't use it. Like, it will be perfect for her when it fits a woman. Like, I get that's not what she said, but that's what she clearly meant. Anyone with any sort of logic would understand that. There are some things in the trailer and some things in the actual episode that maybe could point to all of that being a feminist agenda, but if you actually watch the episode and you have more than 2 brain cells, you would know that's not the case. There's interpretation, and there's just straight up, like, making shit up. How is she going to use the batsuit? I mean, I'm pretty sure the batsuit was already fitted for a woman because, well, the chest piece of that batsuit didn't look like a male's chest. Just gonna say it there. That batsuit had boobs on it already. That's what I'm telling you. My dad pointed it out as well. He's just like, that's the batsuit. I'm guessing they made it look like that so that way it would fit the stunt dude when they're doing the Batman scenes. But then it would also be easier for them to adjust for Kate Kane to use it. But I don't know, man. Interestingly, Birds of Prey and not the movie, the show. The Birds of Prey TV show and Batwoman have an interesting setup. It starts out with Batman and Joker, and then they talk about how Batman has abandoned Gotham. Or in Birds of Prey's instance, New Gotham. So they're taking some inspiration there. Really, I already love this show. But the first episode was kind of iffy. And I want more Batman, but whatever. First episode, yeah, kind of iffy. Second episode looks really good. As soon as the trailer came on for the second episode, I was like, well, this episode was fine. Like, I even said it. I told my dad, I was like, because we watched this together, I was super excited for it. But I told my dad, I was like, well, this episode's fine, I guess, but the second episode looks awesome. My dad was like, yeah. So, wait, to be determined. Supergirl came on that night too, but I haven't watched it yet. I was more excited for that, and well, I have a job now, so I had to get to bed early. And I will make a vlog about this job. And yeah, later, guys.